What's up, everyone? It's me, CN.TSUKAIMA, and welcome to CN Figures. Figures in your house. In this tour review, we're going to look at the DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys action figure Deathstroke. This guy looks amazing. You can see him inside his package with all the accessories that he comes with. Right there in the bottom, there's DC Multiverse and the name of the character. And right here in the corner, there's McFarlane Toys. And this side, we see the name of the character and we see the name of the game. And McFarlane Toys right there in the bottom in both sides. And again, we see his name and DC Multiverse. And the back side, we see a picture of the character. And there's all the figures in the set that you guys can collect. And right here, we see his name and McFarlane Toys right there. There's nothing in the top side, just the name of the game, or in the bottom side. Alright, so enough chatting. Let's take him out. And before I start, if you guys want to pick him up, you can pick him up right now at Big Bad Toy Store. So please, guys, check out that website right now. And here's the figure out of his box, and he looks so good with tons of detail. And some parts of this figure has some shades that you can see around. And I think he looks a little bit different in the game because right here he's lighter. In the game he's darker. I never played the game, but I've seen some videos and the game is very tight. I like it. And I think this is the best Deathstroke figure that we ever got. Okay, now let's get on with the accessories that this guy comes with. And we get a exact same stand just like the rest of the DC figures. Like there's really nothing, just DC and the peg, and it's all colored black, and there's nothing in the back side like always. But he does comes with this sword, and this piece looks so good. I love the gray color they use on the blade, and also on the black color right here on the handle. And right there in the middle we get a little bit sculpted detail. You guys can see it right there, and also a little bit black right here in the top of the blade. And he comes with this card, and you can see he has a picture of the character and longer, his name right there in the bottom. And there's nothing in the back side, just his name, another picture, and DC Multiverse right there in the bottom side. Okay, so now let's get back with the figure. And here's Deathstroke again. And there's some people, they don't like this figure. Well, everybody has their own opinions about this figure. As for me, it came out very good. And not just only shaded parts that we get on this figure, we also get this nice orange metallic color on this guy, like in the mask, torso, arms, and even the legs. And I love this metallic color. Okay, I'm gonna start with his head sculpt because this looks very sick. And right here in this side of his mask, we get some nice detail, and it has some scar, and I can feel some brushing paints on this side of his mask. But look at the metallic part here. This looks great. It has some detail like cracks around, but I don't know why they added this part. Do you think she should paint it white? Maybe it wouldn't not look good, but either way, it has some sculpting, and I think the head came out very good. In the back side of his head, we get this nice light color orange on the vendetta. You can move it, but you cannot bend it. And we get a tiny detail right there in the back, and also on his back of his head looks very good. And I love this part of his shoulder here. I love they added these bullets. They look very great. And also this part right there. And both of his arms, we get the exact same look. But in this shoulder, there's not a lot to talk about. We only get this metallic color line here and more like shaded part around the shoulder, like in the color, and more sculpting. And we get more metallic color here and also here. But in both arms and the torso has a little bit of silver color with some detail around it. I like that. And we get some black color here around the biceps. I really like this part he added on his chest, like this sash. And it has some nice detail right there in the top. And there's not a lot to talk about in the back side of the sash. Just this tiny detail here, and you can move this part, but I do have one small complaint about it that it's not even attached to it. I don't know why, but it looks so good. I like it. But look in the front side of his torso around the metallic paint. It has some more cracks. This is nice. And we get more black color here. And we get more sculpting around of his waist. But in this part are sculpted, and I can feel more brushing around the top of this guy. I really like these parts that he has on the top of his torso, like in the shoulders, and we get a little bit wrinkles here on this side, and we get more sculpting here, and more sculpting around his neck. And I really love the added his belt. The belt came out very good because it has a bunch of good work here. Like he has pockets, he has his grenades right there. Look at that, looks so good. And there's not a lot around the backside of this figure, but we do see a little bit of light color orange here. And also, well, right here is metallic, but right here is not. But I don't know why they added this gun on this part of the leg. They should include it like an accessory, but no, it just sculpted. That kind of sucks there. But either way, I like it how this gun looks. I love the detail and I love the black color. And we get more sculpting around the black color. Like you can see the buckles on this side of the leg and also on here. And I really love this orange color. But around the knees, there's more brushing. Like I said, there's some parts of this figure has some shady parts, like the mask, and also here in the knees that feels so good. Well, not in the top of the legs, but right here in the bottom, like in the back of his boots, there's more shaded, and not in the back of his legs, only this part. And around here, there's more sculpting, and they added a little bit of dark color metallic orange here because everything here is lighter, but right here is darker. I can feel more sculpting, and his shoes came out, well, kind of okay, but they're all black color and doesn't have not a single detail, and not even, well, in the bottom of the shoes it does has a little bit of detail, but not in the top. And his hands came out very good. I love the sculpting on his fingers in each hand, and you can see the knuckles right there. They're all sculpted very great. I can feel that sculpting. In the back in each hand, it has a little bit detail. Oh, I didn't notice this crack here. Let me see the other part. Yep. These pieces on his arms had some cracks around. I did not saw that. And so far, the sword only fits in this hand. I'm not sure on this one. I'm going to show it on later. But the gloves also have a little bit wrinkles. Let me see in this one. Yep. Also in this one. But there's not a lot on the inside of each hand. And we get more black color here. And I can feel more shaded here. Now, let's get on with his articulation. Oh, I almost forgot to talk about on his back. Well, there's really not a lot to talk about. He only has some cracks, and I can feel more brushing, and also in the front side of the torso. Okay, you can move his head side to side, a complete rotation. He can look down, he can look up, straight. It has a ball joint, butterfly joint, rotation. You can open his arms this much, bicep swivel, and we get some double jointed around the elbows and some wrist articulation, some bibit. Let me see on the torso. No torso articulation, but you can move his waist and ball joint. You can only open his legs this much, kick a lot from the front and also on the back. And we get some double joint around the knee. No leg rotation or right here, but you can feel all that sculpt around each leg. and we get some ankle articulation and extra articulation on the toe. Comparing size, but first to see how tall this figure stands. He stands just exactly 7 inches tall. Here he is with my Shao Kahn figure, and you can see that Shao Kahn, he's taller than Deathstroke. Here he is with my DC Multiverse Gorilla Grodd, and I think both of them they stand the exact same height. And here he is with my Spartan Mark 7 figure, and you can see that Deathstroke, he's taller than him. And here he is with my favorite Marvel celeb, Thanos. And there you have it, guys. This guy came out very good. I love his articulation, the metallic paint as well, and also the shady parts that this figure has. But it would be cool if they would have given him some guns, but it didn't. But I'm okay with that. All that matters is that this figure looks very great. Okay guys, that's all for today, so thank you for watching today's review. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, leave a like. If you want to share this video, go ahead, be my guest. Comment, but remember, do not leave any offensive comments or saying bad words. If you do that, your comment will be removed from this video. And please guys, please subscribe to my channel right now because I'm getting so close to hit the 800 subscriber mark. So please guys, please subscribe now. And plus, I'll be doing more toy reviews around this month. And please follow my Facebook page, CN.Figures. Follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. So take care, be safe, keep on hunting, keep on collecting. This is CN.TSUKAIMA and Deathstroke. And we're out and line.